In tonight's video, I'm going to be presenting to you the best photos and videos of aliens captured on camera on YouTube. Some of these are going to be from eyewitness testimonies, there's going to be a few archive ones, and then there's going to be several you've probably never seen before. These are going to be photos taken by individuals, they're going to be eyewitness accounts, they're going to be videos and photos from people's door cams and stuff as well, and even a few newspaper articles and clippings too. So stay tuned throughout the whole video because I guarantee there's going to be one you haven't seen before. Welcome back to the channel. By request, you guys wanted to see an archive of alien videos and photos that I have in my archive. This is not going to be a skinny bob video. We're going to focus in on that, but I'm going to show you guys all the photos and videos I have in my archive. And I'm not going to talk throughout this whole video. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this. All right, so this first set of photos, this one is taken from somebody's door cam, and I thought this was one of the most interesting ones of all the photos that I've had, and I'm going to show you in just a minute. One thing I pay close attention to is going to be his eyes. You guys see kind of that glare in his eyes there. That really captured my attention. Of course, when you kind of zoom in, it does get kind of distorted and stuff, but this was probably one of the best, in my opinion, photos of a possible alien being. You guys see that with his eyes, the glare from there. I tried to focus in to see if I can get some kind of reflection or something for it, but I couldn't. And then also the structure of his body there. You guys know that these things have been talked about with longer arms and the skinnier fingers and stuff, and this is one of the best, in my opinion, photos of one of these gray looking aliens. This one here has been floating around since the 50s of an apparent gray alien. And once again, for this photo, I look at the eyes, and I think the stuff that was taken in the 40s, 50s, and 60s are a little bit more legit than what we're seeing today in today's world, with especially the technology of AI. This one I've been pretty much suspect on, but I don't know that much information on it. But if you can, put something down in the comments on this. And this right here is going to be a more colored photo and closer look at the previous photo I just showed to you. Now, these next set of photos are going to be from Boyd Bushman. Some people were skeptical of some of the stuff that he put out there, but someone of his high rank, I don't think he would go out there and just fabricate stuff just to get attention. He was pretty much in his late 80s when he started presenting this stuff out here. You guys see some of the photos that he has here now. People were talking about there was a doll or something, a rubber doll created. I think it was done just to kind of discredit him, but that's just my opinion. And these last set of photos, before we get into some of the videos, you guys kind of remember this whole incident. Now, this is going to be what those people and children described of what they saw these alien beings walking around. And I did go into AI, and I wanted AI to touch up and try to make this more real. And this is the closest that I could get. Imagine walking around at night and you see this walking around looking at you. And I believe it was a little girl that talked about she saw one of these over in the bushes. And of course, I went into AI and I touched up on it just to see what it looked like if it was actually presented in real life. So put down in the comments what you guys think about this, and we're going to get into the video portion. Now, this was recorded, I believe it was in the early 2000s, and it was recorded by Bill Paxton. So he put this video out, and I thought this was pretty interesting. It's kind of skeptical that he had his camera at the right place at the right time to record this alien being looking in his window. And here it is kind of slowed down. You guys see this here? And it kind of peeps up, blinks its eyes, and it walks away. Now, this alien does remind me of the one that Boyd Bushman put out. Now, Boyd Bushman's alien was a lot smaller than this one. He was about maybe the size of your arm or something. So they do resemble one another. So it could be true, but I know this thing has been debunked as being a puppet or something. And then why would one just look in the window like that, blink off, and then run off? But put down in the comments what you guys think about this. I thought that was pretty interesting before we jump into these top 5 alien beings that people have recorded or maybe had interviews with. So let's go ahead and let's get to number 5. Now, this one right here was put out, I think it was around 2008 or 9, Put down in the comments if you guys can correct me on that. But someone was interviewing an alien being from the future. And in this video, this particular alien being is talking about they were advanced race and they were coming back to talk to the humankind and warn them. And as they're talking to this creature, they do a couple things to it as they torture it and all that. Pretty interesting that this does look like the gray that we always see and all that, but it doesn't have any clothes on, but there's no background or anything to it. But I thought this was interesting to show to you guys, and if you could find the original interview, it's pretty intriguing to watch and listen to it talk.
Basically, we're a product of genetic engineering from someone.
Yeah. Yeah, how can you just swallow that whole?
Well, how can you swallow any of this stuff?
Well, it's easy to swallow things you can put your hands on to touch and work with. That's no problem. But when you get into a lot of spiritual stuff and religion, and you were brought here, and we were made by progressive corrections and evolution and that sort of thing, and where it shoots down a lot of the established religions, Catholicism, and everything. Said, essentially it's a tough thing to accept, and why, without hardcore proof, why even bring it up?
I guess the question more should deal with that you actually read a report that said this stuff.
Well, yeah, the only hardcore thing is that there is a extremely classified document dealing with religion, and it's about that thick. Period. But why would there be any classified material dealing with religion? That's the only thing I can say.
What other kinds of classified?
Autopsy, autopsy. No, that wasn't the last subject.
I want to go back to the religion thing. I want you to say it.
Oh, come on, that's so weird. That's a lie.
I'm not asking you to say what you believe to be a fact. I'm asking you to say what you read in a report that that is distributed at what may be the most top secret facility in the world. Okay. All right.
All right, I'll say it. It's so far out.
All right, your objection has been noted.
Okay.
What does it say?
That we're containers. That's how supposedly the aliens look at us. That we are nothing but containers.
Containers of?
Containers. Maybe containers of souls. You can come up with whatever theory you want, but we're containers, and that's how we're mentioned in the documents. That religion was specifically created, so we have some rules and regulations for the sole purpose of not damaging the containers.
The souls? Meaning,
well, the souls or the bodies, whatever. That's
meaning like we're containers for souls that they're going to use at some other point.
Right.
So there is a lady named Jessica who saw or recorded an alien being on camera, and I'm going to show this to you. It's really short, but this was in June of this year. This is going to be a quick video. It's so short, but I want to show this to you, and I want you to hear her testimony before we dive into this video.
I'm going crazy. I'm literally going crazy, like I'm losing my mind. And I took the phone to my son, so I was like, can you check this for me? I was like, am I seeing things, or is this what I'm seeing? Mom, it's an alien, call the police. And I was like, I'm not calling the police.
So what you're seeing here real quick is the best footage that I can get of this being that was recorded. And here it is again. There's an expert that kind of went in and analyzed this video to try to determine what it was.
We estimate that the creature is about 3 feet tall, with 2 arms and 2 legs, walking at what we would consider a normal.
So basically, zooming in here, you guys can see this here. People have speculated about this. This is kind of floating around the internet. I'm just bringing it to you guys' attention because I want to hear your thoughts on it. But I've lightened this video up here, and you guys sit there, and I've slowed it down. Someone said this is a person carrying a backpack. Someone has said several different things, not just on this channel, but elsewhere. But I want you guys to look at this a little bit closer. As this thing is walking, you guys see there, it like turns, because you guys know cameras come on. It like heard the camera, turn and look at the camera, but then it continued to walk on. And you can see somewhat of his facial features here, but not 100%, of course, because of the lighting and stuff. And then there it is kind of walking off. It would be nice to know and get a daytime shot of this area, not just this nighttime video, so we can analyze a little bit better. But I wanted to show this to you guys and get your opinion on it, what you think about it. I slowed it down super slow so that you can see it. I'm going to play it one more time just so you guys can see it without me trying to yap on it. Maybe it's ruining your concentration for some people to see this in its entirety. One does remind me of what happened in Vegas about 2 years ago, where they saw the particular alien beings, and it's been a whole speculation behind that, but I do believe they did see or saw something out there, and this kind of reminds me of that. So in this clip, you're going to see this alien being creeping behind this fence. Apparently, they heard something behind the fence, and they went out, they put a security camera out there, and this is what they recorded. Now, I would love to show this to the family of Vegas to see their reaction, to see if they get creeped out by seeing this. Because if they get creeped out by seeing this, that means it's something similar to what they saw. But you kind of zoom in on it, you can see a little bit of the facial features. I did kind of lighten the video up some as well. All right, on to our next one, number 3. So what you're going to pay attention to is going to be those eyes right there. Now, it's reported that there was a gentleman sitting at his dinner table. He heard some noise outside, and he quickly grabbed his video camera. And what he filmed was about 2 to 3 seconds of an alien being out there, or what we're considering to be alien being out there in the bushes. And you'll see in this video clip I'm going to show you right now, he hears the noise, he gets up, he runs outside, he's looking around, he doesn't see anything, and then all of a sudden, he sees something moving, and he's able to capture this quick video clip of this being moving around. And there it is again. Now you guys can definitely see the head of what looks to be a gray alien or some type of alien being is what we're considering. It could be a number of things there, but you guys let me know in the comments on this. And when I lighten it up, you can see more of kind of an oval shaped head or an egg shaped head that's been known to be seen with a lot of these alien beings. And there it is there, zoomed in again. So let me know in the comments what you think about this. A lot of these are very, very quick video clips, but at least we have something. And to me, they're some of the creepiest ones out there. All right, and then on to our next one. Now this next one, someone heard something on their roof. And when they heard this on their roof, they went outside to investigate what was going on. And this is what they saw. So in this video clip, you guys see he's outside searching. He's looking for what he heard on his roof. I don't know why he was searching over there by his pool. Maybe he heard it run off and heard something in the bushes. So as he looks around, he doesn't see anything. So then, of course, he hears something behind him and he's not sure what it is, but luckily he recorded this on camera as he's turning around. This is what he saw. Now, this would totally freak me out if I turned around and saw this. Now, I'm going to lighten this up just a little bit so that you guys can see this. I had to do it myself just to try to make out more of the features of this creature. So here it is kind of lit up, and I want to see its body movement. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this video clip. I did this so that we can see its body movements as it's crawling over his roof. Now, this last one, I have always wondered where this photo came from. Now, this was in 1987, as you guys saw there, and I had seen the photo of this being before, but I wasn't sure where the photo came from. But now we have a quick video clip showing. So this being was under some kind of medical observation at a military base, and this is the only clip that we have of this. Now, I don't know why it flashes back and forth with this, but this is the original clip that's kind of slowed down, and you see the creature looking to its left and then to its right. Now, if you kind of speed it up to what would be a normal speed, this is what you would see. Kind of normal head movement there. And then if you look closely, I did see kind of a glare in his eyes. So that could be from the camera, or it could be from a light in the room, but this was my number one. So you guys let me know in the comments of all 5 of these, which ones you thought were the most, I guess, interesting and the most scariest. This right here, if I saw this, I probably would freak out for a few minutes, but kind of seeing it now, it does kind of desensitize me to seeing something like this if I saw this in real life. Now, these last 2 are not included in my top 5 because you've probably seen them before, but if you haven't, this one right here was of an alien being that was apparently chained down to a chair, and this alien was actually getting interrogated by 2 soldiers. And this is the full video clip of this.
Fala, filho da puta! Calma aí, mano. Porra, vamos sacar o bicho, cara. Aí, não falei que ele ia falar, ó.
And of course, this second clip here, you guys are pretty familiar with this. This was apparently taken at Area 51, the S4 division. They were communicating with this alien being, and then some medical stuff started happening and started kind of having a seizure, and then you kind of see the doctors coming in and trying to revive it. But I had to put this out here too. There was one key thing is when they flashed that light, you did see kind of his chest there with it, but I wanted to put this out there for you guys to see that have never seen it before, or for you that have seen it before to comment on it. So let me know in the comments which one you guys think was the scariest ones out of all 5 or all 7 of them, or the most creepiest, or even the most legit video. And you guys don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and stay tuned for the next video. As always, I appreciate you watching.